Nobody expected this from WWE's former CEO Vince McMahon. A recent report stated that Vince McMahon was heavily involved in the creative behind the Cody Rhodes and Bloodline storyline, and we're going to break it all down for you coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. But before we get into it, we gotta say that 89% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you're looking for a home for wrestling content here on YouTube and you don't want to miss out on anything that's happening around the wrestling world, make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate it. But with that said, let's just get right into it, Brady. And that is, nobody expected Vince to do this. And yes, as we've seen on Twitter, from Wrestle Purists, he says the original plan at last year's WrestleMania was for Cody Rhodes to defeat Roman Reigns. Both Vince McMahon and Paul Levesque were on board with the return from pec surgery and the title win at WrestleMania 39. A lot happened behind the scenes, with the key points being argued and eventually agreed by all parties. It would be a stronger contest a year later. And Brady, hearing this now, it's kind of crazy to think what would have happened without the We Want Cody movement and all this stuff leading to WrestleMania 40 if he just won the championship at WrestleMania 39. That would have just been a crazy story.
Absolutely. Everything would have looked so different on the WWE landscape. You know, we would have had so many less pay-per-views with Roman as the champ, and, you know, the days in general, like his total amount of days, he had so many days as champion. And I think the fact that they allowed him to keep that going is so special. It was a really big surprise to me, when I first seen the news, given how much Vince McMahon always loved Roman Reigns. You know, he was pushing Roman ever since the Royal Rumble win, his very first Royal Rumble win, in my opinion. But always been a Roman Reigns guy. Very happy that they let Cody win second year around instead of the first. Again, as we said, Bloodline had so much more to offer over the last year, and kind of leads us into the next point about Jey Uso, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And before we get into that, I just want to say, if he had the win at WrestleMania 39, yes, it would have been great. Everybody would have been excited. But I don't think everybody would have been as hyped as they are right now for Cody Rhodes. I mean, the whole story building up after WrestleMania 39 of him losing and not completing the story to then, like you said, involve more members of the Bloodline, like The Rock. I mean, this was a heavily involved rivalry between him and Cody Rhodes. So I think it was just great for him to develop this kind of story and build up his character a little bit more within the WWE for him now to be the champion and that everybody's excited for. And like you said, it was nice to see Roman get that, final year of being champion and being the front man of the Bloodline and causing so much havoc within the WWE with that faction. And I think it was a great, kind of thing for them to do to allow this to go to WrestleMania 40, because obviously they wanted something big to happen. It's the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania, and it didn't get any bigger than The Undertaker and John Cena coming out to help Cody finish the story. But like you said, it did help out another guy, which was Jey Uso. And they say it was also argued that keeping Reigns as champion would open up a key storyline to make Jey Uso into a major single star and merchandise draw as babyface, which we all know happened. And they said while Vince did make the call, Levesque was on board with the call, and there was no significant issues with that decision. It was said that it was absolutely not Vince overruling Levesque and forcing the decision. So it is great to hear that, Vince and Triple H were in agreement with this, and, they weren't really, one was overruling the other. It was great that they came to a decision, between both parties here, and obviously it worked out for the better. And like you said, for Jey Uso, this guy had an amazing year. It probably could have been one of the breakout stars of the year, in my opinion, especially within the solo division. When he comes out now, he's got the crowd going with the arms. He even got Pat McAfee going with the arms, and obviously he's became such a great single star, which I think at some point this year he will have some gold around his waist within the singles division.
I can definitely see that happening as well. No doubt in my mind, too, that Jey Uso, definitely breakout superstar of the year. He's come a long way, and especially, you think of twins, and especially identical twins, such as Jimmy and Jay. For a long period of time in their career, I didn't know myself, who was Jimmy, who was Jay. It wasn't until later down the line when they kind of separated them onto their own sort of pathways. And I mean, obviously, the biggest stepping stone here for Jey Uso was the advance to the Bloodline, and everything that came from that from start to finish. Because we seen Roman take on Jay at the very beginning almost, and had to convert him and everything. But Jey Uso as a solo competitor has won the crowd over completely. And like honestly, I knew Jay was fantastic in the ring, but I didn't know he could bring it like he has.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, without, them teaming up against the Bloodline here at WrestleMania 39, like if Cody had to go out and win that match, we would have never seen Sami Zayn turn on Roman Reigns and then leading to Jey Uso super kicking Roman Reigns. So, I mean, this, without that, I mean, I think the Bloodline kind of gets old. I think, it doesn't move on. Like you said, Jey Uso obviously wanted to get out on his own and have a feud with his brother, which ultimately did happen at WrestleMania 40. And, with that amazing mullet that he has, I think he's become a great star that I just love to watch. And you can talk about the same with Sami Zayn. I mean, without this, turn against Roman Reigns, I don't think he would be in the position that he is right now as Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I mean, Sami Zayn, I mean, he's been a guy who's always been good in the ring, and Sami Zayn can handle himself on the mic, and he's proven that time and time again. But I have to agree, the Bloodline storyline really made me redistribute my interest per se in Sami Zayn and his character and in his growth, because for so long we were just given Sami comes so close to something so great, and it always just slips away from him. So the moment they put Sami Zayn into the Bloodline story, you just knew it was going somewhere good. And look at the cinema that made. I mean, my goodness, some of the best wrestling I've seen in years personally. So
Yeah.
having that extra year added on is just so special.
Yeah, everybody's going to remember the honorary use, that's for sure. I mean, he played such a big factor in this storyline. You can kind of make the argument that, R-Truth was trying to be that for the Judgment Day, but I mean, I just think, with Sammy, he's just such a great wrestler, such a great promo guy. He's good on the mic, and having him involved in that storyline kind of, pushed it even further, and obviously it all boiled over at WrestleMania 39. So if Cody had to win that championship, the whole landscape of the WWE could look completely different right now. And, Jey Uso wouldn't be the big star he is. Sami Zayn probably wouldn't be the big star he is. So it was a very good decision by Vince and Paul Levesque to do this at WrestleMania 39, to push it to WrestleMania 40, because it just kept the bloodline going, kept the bloodline alive. And I think the bloodline's still alive today, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do now with Roman Reigns on a little bit of a hiatus, and the tribal prince, Solo Sikoa, taking it over. We're going to see what happens and how it develops here over these next couple of months. But like I said, just gonna wrap up this video. Vince and Paul Levesque did a great thing here by, allowing Cody to wait another year to be champion, to build up Roman even more than what he already was, build up minor characters like Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, who have now developed into major characters within the WWE, which is a great decision by both, and I'm really excited that they did plan on doing this at WrestleMania 39. But we want to hear from you guys down below. What do you think about this? Do you think that Cody should have won at WrestleMania 39, or do you think waiting to WrestleMania 40 was the right decision? Let us know down below in the comment section. We're going to get to everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to the Boo. He says, Brady Ford, are you Irish or American? The accent is all over the place. Brady, I mean, are you Irish or American, man?
Well, I've got some news for you, my friend. I am none of the above. Proud Newfoundlander from Canada. So we got Canada. Newfoundland has some Irish heritage, so maybe that's where that's coming from in here. I'm not too sure. But yeah, proud Newfoundlander. Same with KC here.
Yeah, buddy. Newfoundlander born and bred, buddy. Let's go. Yeah, both of us from Newfoundland. You probably don't even know where that is. You might have to Google Maps that after this video. But yeah, we're both from there. Like you said, Irish heritage. We kind of got our own lingo here. So you might hear
Hey,
some,
boy.
some stuff you don't even recognize. But if you do, let us know in the comment section. We love hearing from you guys. Let us know what we talked about in this video, what your thoughts on that are. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We love seeing where you guys are, tuning in from across the world. It really like makes a difference to us to know that we got people watching from outside of Canada even watching this channel. Is kind of crazy to believe, Brady, but we just love the support that you guys have been showing us over this last month, and we're going to keep it going because we love doing these videos and we love seeing that you guys love watching these videos, so there's no slowing down. We're going to be here every day putting out content for you guys, and if you don't want to miss it, make sure down below hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure down below hit that like button. We'd really appreciate it. And if you want to check out a video we did yesterday talking about Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC, alongside my co-host, Brady. We'll catch you in the next one.